Welcome back to the Monkey and the Monster YouTube channel. This is our Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 3 Episode 4 recap. Already 4 episodes in.
Oh my quick, about a month already.
Yeah, this about covers a month of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Recaps. So, what'd you think about this episode? Did you like it? Did you not like it?
No, I liked it a lot. I would say I liked it a lot more than the last episode, I think like right away it started out a lot of action, and there was some moments where it kind of was calm, but then like 5 minutes later something crazy was happening. So I don't know, I really liked it. How about you?
I enjoyed this episode. It didn't grab me as much as the other ones did.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of action in it. We actually got to see Lash this season. Duh. We actually got to see Lash this episode. We got to see a close-up of him. Seen a little bit more with Fitzsimmons and Bobby. We got to see Hunter and May and Ward a little bit into more of their situation going on there. I enjoyed the episode. It wasn't slow paced, but for whatever reason, I just don't think it captured me as much as the earlier episodes this season.
I think maybe because there was a lot of character development in this one.
I could agree with that. I think there was a bit more character development in this episode. I don't know. Just something about it. I mean, I definitely enjoyed it. It just wasn't as captivating for me this go around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, what'd you think about Fitzsimmons and their development this episode?
I think it's kind of interesting. I've noticed that these past maybe 2 episodes, this episode and last episode, there's kind of been like a trio here. I see Fitzsimmons and Bobby a lot, and I don't know if maybe it's because she's not like in the field right now. She's just kind of at the base with them. So I see like a lot of stuff like kind of revolves around the 3 of them together.
I noticed that she pointed out that she was missing some of her lung in this episode.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, she's going with half a lung running on the treadmill? I was like, jeez.
I got 2 lungs, I don't run in the treadmill.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting though.
Yeah. So she's still in recovery, obviously. Coulson won't let her get back on the field, back into action or anything like that. It's way too premature for her, at this point in the show. What do you think about Fitzsimmons and their relationship? How it came this episode?
It was very I don't know. Like I felt like I needed a little more from it, but then I felt at the same time like I see that she's holding back a lot. But I don't know. I don't know. Like maybe there's something happened. Obviously something happened to her while she was there, but I don't know. It's like it kind of seems almost as though Fitzsimmons isn't Fitzsimmons anymore. Like I think like they're separate now, and they're kind of making a point to show that.
Like I said, I think it's drawn on a lot of like last season. It's just the flip side when Fitz was just more standoffish with Simmons. Now it's the opposite role. I said we were talking about that more in one of the earlier recap episodes that we did. But yeah, I think it's the same thing here where she's more standoffish. She's still feeling that post-traumatic stress from being away in a different planet or going through that portal there with the monolith. I find it interesting that she's going back. She says she has unfinished business though. That's very, very intriguing to me. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen in the upcoming episodes or further along in the season on why she has to go back, what unfinished business she has over there. She's definitely trying to go back, and she's very secretive about her trying to go back. She's not really wanting anybody to know, especially Fitz. Earlier in the episode, she gets mad at Bobby for thinking that she told Fitz something, and when Fitz is seeing all her notes and all that, she goes and they're storming and ends up knocking them all out of his hands like a jerk.
What I thought was kind of interesting was that towards the end when he just went up and he confronted her. He was like, "I see you're making this. I know. He's like, I see that you're recreating the monolith." He's like, "Why? What is this?" He just came out to her. Was like, "What are you doing? Why aren't you telling me?" And then she's like, "I need your help. Should we just do this together then?"
Well, see, and then that goes back to kind of like they're not separate, that they're actually kind of becoming Fitzsimmons again. She's admitting that she
true.
needs him to complete what she's doing. So, in a way, it's kind of bringing it back towards reuniting Fitzsimmons. I wonder if he'll actually help her out and trying to get back over there, or if he's going to eventually go with her if she does go back to the planet.
This makes me wonder: is Coulson gonna let her go back?
Is she going to let Coulson know that she's going to go back?
Well, I don't know. I mean, she's already told Bobby. Now Fitz knows. I feel like little by little, people are just gonna start knowing and seeing like these things that she's doing. It's eventually gonna get to Coulson. I don't know if he's gonna be all right with Simmons going in there. You know, if she's gonna go back, then obviously Fitz would end up going with her. So it's kind of interesting.
It's interesting. I wonder how that's going to play out. And Fitz accidentally spilled the beans to Bobby that Hunter and May are hunting Ward.
I know.
Hunter's hunting Ward.
Hunter's in the hunt.
Hunter's on the hunt while he's hunting Ward.
Yeah. It's funny because a little bit earlier, like midway of the season, she's like, you know, I have this feeling again. And then they're like, what feeling? She's like, that Hunter's in trouble.
Midway to the episode?
Yeah. And then we end up seeing later on, Fitz was all calm about it. Oh, you know, they're going out, they got a lead on Ward or something like that, he said. And then she's like, oh, I didn't know that. And then I liked what he told her. He was like, yeah, it's not so fun when people hide things from you.
Right, because she was refusing to tell Fitz what Gemma actually told her. But I could understand from her point of view of her saying that it's better if it comes from Gemma herself.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that little line there too. And we actually get a Hunter infiltrating Hydra and finally coming face to face with Ward. That was actually very, very crazy, epic shootout confrontation there. It looked like Hunter was going to go solo there. Might have gotten himself into a situation where he was a little in over his head there. Luckily, the cavalry came, as usual, to save.
I like that part where she's like, how much guys is there? He's like, 11 including Ward. I already got 5. So I was like, she really is like went in guns blazing, literally.
Yeah, she did. Literally, she went in guns blazing. That was pretty awesome. And then kind of comes down to them and Ward. They have him cornered there, and then Ward planning ahead. You know, he has Von Strucker's son with Andrew.
Yeah.
They have
Mr. May.
Mr. May, that's correct. We know who wears the pants in that relationship. Mrs. May. That's right. Mrs. May. But yeah, Amber's dead.
Yeah. Well, let's rewind a little bit. It was really, really, really intense because Ward had the little phone and he was all like distracting them, like, oh yeah, how have you been and whatever, and they're like getting pissed off at him, and then they're like, Hunter's like, I'm gonna go in, and then he slides out his phone, and then May sees it and she's like, it's Andrew, and then initially I think they thought he was bluffing. And then, like, she sees a little more, and she's looking at him, like, and she tells Hunter, she's like, it's Andrew.
Yeah,
and then he looks right at her, and he's like, I'm sorry. And then he just goes.
Yeah, Hunter, he made a break for it and try to take out Ward. It was either then or never, he felt. And he went against May's call, and, well, it didn't end well for Andrew. Or Ward, for that matter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Hunter actually got a shot in on Ward's left shoulder, it looked like, in the back. But Ward got away. So, I mean, was it really worth it to go against May? Andrew died.
Yeah.
A man is dead here.
Not only is he just dead, but he got blown up.
Yeah, he did.
He got charred.
Yeah, he
I shouldn't be laughing
well,
at that.
Yeah, that's not nice.
No, it's
Why
not
are you laughing
nice.
at people dying? A man is dead here. And you're laughing at that. And you're sarcastic about your crime. And you laugh even harder.
Okay.
What a jerk.
Alright.
But yeah, so Andrew's dead, and Von Strucker's son fried the building that he was in as well. That was pretty sad there.
Yeah. What about the hunt for Lash?
Lash. We actually got to see a full visual of Lash's face there, which I thought was actually pretty awesome. I was very skeptical at first, seeing him earlier in the first episode, I believe it was. And you kind of just got shadows and silhouettes of him, and you didn't really see much. The feather-looking thing is still kind of weird for me, but his face and the way he looks is actually pretty awesome. I thought it was really cool looking in this episode, and now that you actually got a actual visual of his face. What'd you think of it?
I like that. I mean, like, I don't really know too much about him, so I didn't go in it. I'm not really sure what I was going to be expecting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've seen a little bit of, like, concept art and stuff, but from what I see, it's fine to me. I'm not really too big on what he looks like, but at the same time, I don't hate it.
I can see that. What do you think about Daisy?
Daisy.
Seeing the shadow after. Well, let's go back. I'm jumping ahead here. Yeah, Lash is on a killing spree. He's killed about 3 Inhumans.
But he's not doing it alone.
No, he was having help from, what was that guy's name?
Dwight
Frye, which is another Inhuman, who apparently feeds off of the death of other Inhumans.
Yeah. What we know about him right now is that he was an ATCU former agent. For whatever reason, I don't know what it is that was going on with him exactly. Like, was he allergic to the Inhumans in a certain way? Because like whenever they'd get close, or when Daisy would get close, he'd panic. He was really like in turmoil, like really bad. Like, and he was like saying like, "Get her away from me."
He also made a comment on how he felt that way whenever he was near one of the Inhumans, and Lash was kind of using him as a way to get to other Inhumans. And so yeah. I lost my train of thought there.
What's weird is that like, well, his role, as we find out, is that he's kind of like a tech genius or tech savvy or whatever.
Yeah.
He's able to track down all the Inhumans
Part
for
of the Geek
Lash.
Squad.
Yeah, he's able to track down the Inhumans for Lash, and because he's getting like what did you say, physical relief of some kind, like from his pain and stuff, from Lash killing the Inhumans. So it's kind of like it's helping him by helping Lash.
Yeah, it's kind of confusing as to what exactly he was feeling every time Lash killed an Inhuman. I guess some type of relief there. But yeah, he was helping Lash, and then again, once the ATCU gets him, and Daisy and Mac are riding with them in the truck, Lash appears and kind of flips the truck over.
Kind of?
Yeah, kind of. And he actually ends up killing Dwight Frye.
Yeah.
So apparently he doesn't need him that bad.
What I found really, that was one of my
disposable.
favorite parts about that whole scene and stuff, was when you see the shadow and he has Dwight on the floor outside of the truck, and Dwight's telling him, "Oh, you're so merciful," and then Lash tells him, "I'm not merciful, I'm necessary."
That was awesome.
I
definitely like that line. I'm not merciful, I'm necessary.
I want to know what that means.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't either.
Well, in the comics, he's hunting out Inhumans to see if they're like worthy of being Inhumans, because he doesn't feel it's right that there's all these people becoming Inhumans, and they haven't had they haven't earned it yet, and they're kind of just becoming Inhuman. So he's kind of hunting them down and seeing who's worthy and who's not in his eyes to become an Inhuman. So I think that's kind of what they're drawing from in the show, is him saying he's necessary. So if he's taking out all the Inhumans that aren't worthy, I guess, or worthy of being an Inhuman, so all the Inhumans that are out causing trouble or don't understand what it is to be an Inhuman, and kind of getting powers and freaking out with them and all kinds of
So
stuff.
just because somebody takes fish oil tablets or vitamins doesn't mean they're worthy to be an Inhuman?
Yeah, that's a bunch of bull. That's false advertising. I've been taking a lot of fish oil just to try to become an Inhuman. It's not happening.
Doesn't work.
Still just a fat guy.
Haven't seen no cocoon liner around, so obviously we're still the same.
But yeah, about that shadow though, you actually get to see Lash, or Daisy, back to what I was saying, Daisy actually sees Lash transform from his inhuman form down to a regular human form. So they're kind of iffy and wondering if he's out there right now. They don't know. Now it sets a whole new element, because they don't know if he's wandering around, if he's in the hospital, or who he is actually, what he looks as a human. So he could be anywhere. So they never know when he's around, because he can transform. So I thought that was really interesting. Brought a whole new element in there.
How does he know whether somebody's an Inhuman or not? Because obviously Daisy was inside the van or the truck along with Fry, but he doesn't seem to notice her there. I mean, is it that somebody's telling him, like Fry, was he telling him who the Inhumans
Well, I don't know.
were?
If you notice when he killed a Fry, he kind of looks like in Daisy's direction when she's looking at him, kind of blurry and everything. He kind of just sees her and he looks and then he just walks away. So I mean, I don't know if he didn't notice her or if just maybe he thinks she's one of the worthy ones.
Oh, that's interesting.
I don't know. I wonder how they'll elaborate more on that later in the season.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really interesting.
What about the preview?
The
What did you
preview
feel
next
of the
week.
preview?
I was excited for it. We're actually going to see more of the planet that Simmons was on, and we're actually going to find out her story, how she survived. Well, that's what the preview showed or seemed like. So I'm hoping they really do show what happened, how she survived, why she needs to go back there. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I really want to know if there's somebody else there.
There has to be.
I mean, I'm interested to see about the planet and maybe what she went through, but I want to see if there's like somebody else that's there, maybe somebody native.
Yeah, who else is there, or what species is there? What's that gonna tie into with the humans, or the Creed possibly, or anything else? You know, that out of this planet, what could come from that monolith there, or that planet that's there? Because she was obviously running from something. When they showed her in the first episode, I believe, she was running from something, and she was trying to survive. So there's something out there. I don't know what that is, but I'm very excited to find out what it is.
Yeah, me too.
All right. So did you have a favorite moment from this episode?
Laser finger.
Coulson.
Yeah,
He grabs that guy and he just holds him up. He's telling him, "Be careful." Got his laser finger with his new robotic hand. His Luke Skywalker.
I was just gonna say it's very Star Wars-esque where he holds them up and you see it's like ooh, and then they're like, what was it Rosalind or something that has to, does it have lasers or something? He goes laser fingers. Oh no, the guy tells him or something. How was that? All I remember is that there was laser fingers and he's
I'm not sure if they asked him anything. They just said, "Be careful, he has laser fingers."
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, he kind of scared the guy
Okay.
because the guy tried to run or something like that. So.
Yeah, I like that part. I was just like, I don't know why it made me laugh. It's not even that big a deal, but for some reason, I just like, made me chuckle. But I think...
Yeah, that was the best line. I don't know. Those two great lines. That one or Lash's line.
Yeah.
It's a toss-up.
Oh, you know what was another interesting part?
What's that?
War telling that one guy that was like recruiting Hunter, he tells him he's talking about the guns or whatever, and the guy asks him something. He goes, "Oh no, that's not level. It has to be level 7." And he's like, the guy's like, "Oh okay." And he just starts laughing.
He starts joking. He's like, "It's a Shield thing."
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we don't do that around here. This is Hydra. Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. I don't know, but my favorite moment would probably be. I'd have to just go with Lash giving that line. I think that was probably the better line.
Yeah.
More impactful line in that episode. You actually got to see Lash and see him speak, and it was just really awesome.
Left you wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I really like that part too.
any last words or any last thoughts on this?
Yeah, actually, you mentioned something that I hadn't caught.
What's that?
That what is it? The axe
The
or whatever.
drums?
No, I want to say pickaxe, but that's not.
Oh, the axe. Oh yeah, the axe is
like that.
the axe is hanging on Coulson's wall. The one that chopped off. They used to chop off his hand. I just caught that this episode. It might have been there longer or showed it before, but it wasn't until episode 4 of this episode I noticed. Hey, that's the axe they used to chop off Coulson's hand.
I had to go and rewind that. Like, oh, it is.
He kept it as a nice wall decoration for himself, just as a reminder.
Yeah.
All
How
right.
about you? Any last thoughts?
No. Until next time.
Remember to please give us a thumbs up. Leave any comments.
Yeah. Any suggestions? Any comments? Feedback? Yeah. Subscribe if you could. If
Yes,
you will.
we'd appreciate it. Have a good day.